honey announcing gifts for you. The nights are the hardest. They stretch longer than they should, as if darkness itself understands what it means to miss someone. I lie awake, listening to my own breath, counting the spaces between heartbeats, wondering which one of them is thinking of you at the same time. Distance is a strange thing. It doesn't shout, it whispers, it slips quietly into routines, into morning coffee, into half finished thoughts. It teaches your hands how to reach for what isn't there, and your heart how to pretend that's normal. I try to stay busy. People say it helps, but even noise cannot drown a love that knows its purpose. Your absence has a shape, and I recognize it everywhere, in empty chairs, in unsent messages, in smiles that arrive late. Do you know how many times I almost called you? How many times my thumb hovered over your name like it was sacred? I stopped myself, not because I didn't want you, but because I didn't want to disturb a life I no longer know how to enter. Sometimes I replay our conversations, not because I'm stuck in the past, but because those moments still know how to comfort me. The way you listened, the way you understood what I couldn't explain, the way being with you felt like coming home. I remember the small things most, not the dramatic moments, but the quiet ones, the pauses, the shared glances, the calm certainty that we belonged in the same space. Those memories don't fade, they settle. Life keeps moving, but it moves differently now. I measure days by how much I miss you, by how often your name crosses my mind uninvited. Some days are manageable, others feel like learning to breathe again without air. People ask how I'm doing. I smile and say I'm fine. It's not a lie, it's just incomplete. Because how do you explain that your heart still lives in a place it can't reach? How do you explain that love doesn't end just because circumstances change? I wonder what you're doing when I think of you. Are you laughing? Are you tired? Does something ever remind you of me the way everything reminds me of you? I hope life is gentle with you. I hope you are safe. I hope you are loved, even if that love isn't me, but still some selfish part of me hopes you remember. Hopes you feel this connection tug at you unexpectedly. Hopes that somewhere in a quiet moment you miss me too. Your love changed me. It taught me how to be patient, how to be kind without expectation, how to love without ownership. Even now, that love continues to shape me. It lives in how I treat others, in how carefully I hold emotions, in how deeply I feel. If loving you was a lesson, it was the most honest one life ever gave me. It taught me that some people are not meant to stay forever, but they stay enough to leave a permanent mark. And maybe that's what we are, not a story with an ending, but a chapter that defines the whole book. A love that doesn't need daily presence to remain real. A bond that distance cannot rewrite. So I carry you with me, not as a burden, but as a truth. I carry you in my strength, in my softness, in the way I still believe in something pure. And if one day our paths cross again, I won't ask why we were apart. I'll only be grateful that love like ours existed at all. You are miles away from me, not just in distance, but in the way the world feels heavier without your footsteps beside mine. The map says it's only roads and hours, but my heart knows better. It knows that every mile is a question with no answer, every silence a space where your voice should be. You are a way to things I see. The sunrise looks incomplete, as if it woke up, expecting you and found only me. Staring back, streets I walk daily, still wait for your shadow. Even familiar places ask me about you, as if you left a piece of yourself in every corner of my life. Nothing is there without your love. Not the air, not the songs, not even time itself. Moments pass, yes, but they pass like strangers, unwilling to stay, unable to comfort. Your love was the meaning inside the minutes, the warmth inside the waiting. Nothing feels more than the weed, this ache that grows quietly, rooting itself deeper each day. I try to pull it out, but it has learned my name, learned my weakness, learned how to bloom whenever I think of you. It spreads through my chest, soft and relentless, reminding me that love does not disappear, it only changes its form. Life is not the same, and I stop pretending that it is. Colors exist, but they don't speak. Laughter happens, but it doesn't stay. I move through days like someone borrowing a life that almost fits. Almost, but not quite. Because you are missing, and the world notices. I always get stuck on your name. It appears in my thoughts without permission. It interrupts conversations, pauses, my breath settles on my tongue like a prayer. I'm afraid to say aloud. Your name holds memories, some soft, some sharp, all alive. I say it silently when nights grow loud with thinking.